Hey everyone, welcome back to Dipmans Diaries. I hope you're doing well. It's Saturday afternoon. I'm just currently sat in my parents' house because I've just taken their dogs out for a walk, and I thought I'd jump on and give you a bit of an update as to what's been going on because it's been a lot busier on the farm. As I said in my last video, we're sort of getting into the swing of things with doing bits and bobs with the cows, and I'll show you a few videos later on, but just sort of to summarise what we've been up to. Since my last video, when that went out, we were actually up in Scotland. We went for a bit of a weekend away. We were in Castle Douglas, but the main reason we went up there was to go to the belted Galloway sale that was on at Castle Douglas Market. I've been to markets before, but that was the first sort of like full day of cattle sales that I've been to, and it was a really cool experience. I didn't realise quite how expensive cows can be, so that was quite eye-opening. I've put a load of videos in later on of the sale, and hopefully you'll be able to hear a bit on the mic the auctioneer saying how much they went for, but the most expensive bull went for 20,000 guineas and the most expensive cow was 11,000 guineas. Don't really know what a guinea is still. I think it's basically like 1.05 pounds or something. It's a term that they use in markets. But yeah, very expensive day out if you were there to buy some cows. We didn't go out there to buy anything, we just went to have a look around, and we're going for a bit of a weekend away. We have some belted Galloways, but a lot of them are across because we've got the Angus bulls, so we keep the heifers, and therefore sort of as we've gone on they've got less and less Galloway in them and a bit more Angusy. But that being said, we've actually just got 4 new heifers that are pure Galloway, and we're selling some cows, so we're sort of hoping that as we sell a few of the old ones, get some younger ones in, we'll bring a bit more Galloway back into the herd, which is good because that's what keeps them so tough and resilient and able to be out all year round. There was a show on as well at the market, so it was a show and sale. A lot of the cows that were being sold had been in the show, and that's why they went for such good prices, because they've obviously got the good confirmation and everything that was being looked for in the show. I don't really have a clue what they're looking for, and clearly we don't have a great eye for cattle because the ones that we liked the most in the show weren't necessarily the ones that did the best.
Your last call then, and 11,000 guineas is off, and 11,000 guineas, are you sure? 11,000 guineas, honestly.
terms of other stuff going on the farm, the boys have harrowed the fields again, so they're looking a lot better. Again, just spreading out the muck, good to get it spread out, fertilise the grass a bit. We've got some capital works planned, so a bit of fencing is being ripped out and some new stuff being put in, which we get done on a government grant. Going on to the government, a lot of you will have seen that the Labour budget has not been massively or at all in favour of UK agriculture and sort of smaller to middle-sized farms. They have implemented or reduced the agricultural property relief for farms that are over £1 million, which seems like a lot of money, but when you start looking at the assets that are associated with even a relatively small farm, it can add up really quickly. And just because your assets are worth over £1 million does not mean that the business is necessarily bringing in loads of profit and able to take the hit of a big inheritance tax bill as and when that comes. I'm definitely no expert in tax and sort of accounts, but I'm thinking I might try and do a video and touch on that in a bit more detail. Obviously I have quite a bit to do with looking at sort of business strategy and accounts and what farms can do to sort of help stay resilient against changes in government, the reduction of BPS, the steeper reduction in BPS from what was already sort of set by the Conservative government. Today we've been moving some of the cattle around. We've pulled out 4 cows to go to Melton Market in the week. They were ones that scanned empty and they're older cows, and it's just time to move on for them. And as I say, we've brought some younger stock in, so yeah, that's just sort of part of managing the herd. And the cow that I showed you in my last video that's been at home, we've been feeding, but she's just stayed really skinny. She's a really old girl. She's going to go on the trailer as well up to Melton and then get picked up and go and be killed, which is sad, but it's sort of just the cycle of everything. We've done everything we can for her. She's been at home. That's all for this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and sorry that I've not shown you much of what's going on at home, but hope you enjoyed seeing the clips of the sale. We've got a busy day tomorrow. We're weaning all the calves and trucking them all back from Rugby and putting them in a shed at home ready for TB testing in a week and a half. So look out for my next video. I'll hopefully film some TB testing, and at some point I might try and do a bit of a summary of the budget if that's something that people would be interested. So keep an eye out, and I'll see you all soon.